Welcome to Moneybags, the show where this lot have been battling to grab themselves a fortune, quite literally. Every week, £1 million will travel down this very money belt. But who will get their hands on it? This is Moneybags. Hello and welcome to Moneybags. On the last show, Thierry was playing to win a massive £155,000, but ended up bankrupt and sadly left the game with nothing. The rest of this week's players are ready, waiting, hoping to get their hands on some big money today. So it's time to randomly select the two players in the first head-to-head battle. In pole position, it's Wendy. Wendy's a payroll assistant from Bolton, and she'll be up against Kelly. Kelly is an escape room game master from Leeds. She's been picked to play twice, but has not made it past the first round. Wendy, welcome back to Moneybags. You had the £100,000 bag stolen off you in the last show.
I'm not bitter.
Kelly,
Yes.
You've grabbed 2 bags in your first 2 visits to the money belt. Do you think you'll grab more this time?
Yeah, I think I need to have got into the swing of it now, I think. A bit more confident.
OK.
Yeah.
It's great to have you both here. Here's how the game works. £1 million has been split into 100 money bags, 20 of which have been selected to randomly come out today. You'll see a series of questions. You answer the questions by grabbing the bags you think are correct. If it's correct, you bank the cash and move into pole position. Grab a wrong one, you move to the back, and you're frozen out of the next bag. There are also some very special bags out there, good and bad, but more about those when we see them. Every round contains 5 correct bags across 2 questions, but you never know how many wrong bags we'll see. The player with the most money at the end of the head-to-head will go through to the triple header. Right, guys, there's big money to play for. A huge £545,000 is still up for grabs this week. There are still 4 50-grand bags out there. Will we see any of them today? OK, here's your first question. Cocktails and their correct spirit. You'll see a series of different alcoholic cocktails, each joined by the name of a spirit. Pick up the correct pairing of a cocktail and the spirit that it typically contains. Do you like a cocktail, Wendy?
Oh, just a little bit, yeah.
Kelly, what about you?
Yeah, I love cocktails, but I don't really make them that much. I just order them at the bar and they arrive.
That's the way I do it. We've got so much in common, Kelly. Here comes the first bag. Death in the afternoon, absinthe. Ooh, Wendy's gone for that one. Have you ever had death in the afternoon?
No. And I know absinthe is lethal, isn't it? So I'm assuming it could have something to do with that.
OK, then, let's have a look. £10,000! Death in the afternoon is simply absinthe and champagne.
Oh!
Wow.
Try that now.
Now you're talking. Let's have a look at the next bag. Dark and stormy whiskey. Wendy's leaving that one. Kelly. Ooh.
I'm not 100%, but I know it's a drink I like, and I like whiskey.
OK. Dark and stormy. Does it contain whiskey? Let's have a look. No! It's a Bankrupt as well. Dark and stormy is dark rum for the dark and ginger beer for the stormy element. You're frozen out of this bag, Wendy. This bag's just for you. Mojito. Tequila. Wendy's leaving it. Kelly's frozen out and can't play. Wendy, you look quite sure that a mojito did not have tequila in it.
I love a mojito, and it's white rum.
OK, let's find out. No, it doesn't. It's Bankrupt. Mojito is white rum, no tequila. Well done, Wendy. Kelly, you're now back in the game. Let's have a look at the next bag. Singapore Sling Gin. Something tells me this subject is right up your street, Wendy. OK, Wendy, a Singapore sling, does it contain gin? Let's have a look. £25,000! A Singapore sling is a type of gin sling. Well done, Wendy. You're now on £35,000. Now we're going to move on to a new question. Things a Spice Girl has done. You'll see various roles or achievements. If it's been done by a former Spice Girl, you'll want to be picking that up. The trouble is, I'm here all week as well. Let's see the first bag. UN Goodwill Ambassador. Wendy making great use of pole. Why have you gone for that?
I'm sure Ginger Spice did something like that.
OK. Has a Spice Girl ever been a UN Goodwill Ambassador? Let's find out. £2,000. Jerry and Victoria have both been Goodwill Ambassadors for the UN, so you're flying into the lead, Wendy. You've got £37,000. Let's see the next bag. The Olympic torchbearer. Wendy's let it go. Kelly's let it go. You look very tempted there. Why didn't you go for it in the end?
When it was the London Open ceremonies, the Spice Girls were there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they bared any torches.
OK, let's have a look. Oh! It's £3,000 and a steal. Sporty Spice Mel C carried the torch in Birkenhead. Sporty Spice, you see.
Yeah.
You would have been on 28 grand. You would have been in the lead. You would have been on pole.
Should have gone for it.
Kelly, there's still lots of money to come down the belt. But that was the fourth correct bag of the round. There's just one more left to come out. OK, let's see the next bag. Starred in the West End production of The Bodyguard. Wendy lets it go. Kelly doesn't want to know. Wendy, you were a little bit tempted there. Was that just to get in the game, or did you know? Was it in the back of your mind?
Yeah, I was tempted because Sporty Spice, again, she's been in Jesus Christ Superstar, hasn't she, and stuff like that.
OK. Has a Spice Girl ever starred in the West End production of The Bodyguard? Let's find out. No, it's wrong, and it's a giveaway. Mel C starred as Mrs. Johnson in Blood Brothers. Mel B appeared in Chicago on Broadway, but none of them were in The Bodyguard. OK, so you did well to avoid that one, Wendy. Let's move on to the next bag. Had a solo UK #1 album. Spice Girl ever have a solo UK #1 album? Wendy says yes.
I think it might have been Emma Bunton, but then Jerry Halliwell had that scream when you're going faster.
It's a #1 album, not single, Wendy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Wendy, you do not want to see a bankrupt or a giveaway here. If you do...
I do not.
Oh, it's all going to kick off. As a Spice Girl had a UK #1 album. Let's take a look. No! No, they haven't. Emma, Jerry, Mel B and Mel C have all had solo #1 singles, but none of their albums have topped the charts. You move to the end of the line and you're frozen out of the next bag. Kelly, this is your first time in pole position. Wow. There's only one more correct bag to come out. OK, here's the next bag. Competed in Strictly Come Dancing. Oh, as a Spice Girl competed in Strictly Come Dancing. Wendy, you're frozen out. You couldn't play. OK, remember, if this is the last correct bag, Wendy goes through with her 37,000 and you leave this game with nothing. Let's find out. Yo, yes, it's £2,000 and a steal, Kelly. That would have won it for you. Emma took part and was partnered with Darren Bennett.
I must have missed that series.
Anyway, unlucky, Kelly. But don't worry, you will be back next time, hoping to get picked again. All right, then. With £37,000, Wendy is the winner! Who will join Wendy in the triple header later in the show? Find out after the break. Unlucky, Kelly. Well done, Wen. Welcome back to Moneybags. Well, Wendy won the first head-to-head and takes £37,000 into the triple header. But it's time to find out who will be joining her. Randomly selected in pole position for the second head-to-head is Naomi. Naomi is a customer service assistant from Harrogate. She's facing Lizzie. Lizzie is a civil servant from Glasgow. And last time, she had 50 grand stolen from her in the head-to-head. Naomi, welcome back.
Thank you.
You weren't able to make it through your head-to-head last time.
Yeah.
What are you going to do differently?
Well, I think I need to play more tactically, to be honest. Maybe just not rush in quite so much.
Lizzie, you were a bit of a panicky picker last time.
Yes.
Are you planning to be calmer this time?
Planning to be, but
Yeah.
I think the face might appear again. the
Well,
face of
that kind of,
panic.
oh, I haven't done right. OK. Good luck to both of you. You know the rules. Let's see the first question. Books in which the title character is the narrator. Each money bag will show the titles of famous books named after one of the characters mentioned in the book. Pick them up if you think the character is also the narrator of the story. OK, good luck. Let's have a look at the first bag. Matilda by Roald Dahl. Ooh, Naomi. So we're looking for books in which the title character is the narrator. Is Matilda by Roald Dahl one of them? Let's have a look. No, it's a wrong answer. Matilda is the central character, but she doesn't narrate the story. Well, Naomi, you go into the hole and you're frozen out of the next bag. Let's have a look at the next bag. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Lizzie doesn't fancy the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Naomi can't go for it because she's frozen out. We're looking for books in which the title character is the narrator. Is Adventures of Huckleberry Finn one of those? Let's take a look. £10,000 and a steal.
Oh, man.
£10,000 goes down my chute. And Naomi, you are back in play. Let's move on. Let's see the next bag. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Lizzie leaves it. Naomi has gone for that. Now, have you read The Great Gatsby?
I've watched the film.
OK, whose point of view was the film shot? From The Great Gatsby?
It was Leonardo DiCaprio, wasn't it?
But was the film shot from his perspective, was it? I'm just wondering.
I'm not sure.
OK, let's take a look. No, and it's a giveaway. It's the wrong answer and a giveaway. It's narrated by Nick Carraway, Gatsby's next-door neighbour. That's why I remember it, and they're always wondering about what's going on in the house and stuff. Naomi, you're frozen out of the next bag. Lizzie, again, this is just for you. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Lizzie. It was a very confident grab. Now, can you remember the book?
I'm not sure I've read the book,
OK.
but I believe that I've seen the film
Okay.
adaptation. And like I say, I'm pretty sure that it's from Jane's perspective.
OK. Is Jane Eyre the narrator? Let's have a look. £1,000.
Well played.
Jane's narration includes the famous line, "Reader, I married him." OK. You're off the mark, Lizzie. Naomi, you are back in play. Let's have a look at the next bag. Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Lizzie, you get into the habit of it now, aren't you? Why do you think Robinson Crusoe was narrated?
There was nobody else there.
That's a good point, you know.
So you just give me the money then, right? We don't need to check.
But I don't know the answer. We'll find out the answer now, though, won't we? No. We're looking for books in which the title character is the narrator. Is Robinson Crusoe one of them? £15,000! The book was initially presented as being a true narrative by Robinson Crusoe. It took you up to £16,000, Lizzie. I'm going to give you a break here, Naomi, because we're going to go on to a new question, OK? Things with more than 8 legs. You need to grab the bags that describe something with more than 8 legs. Let's have a look at the first bag. The pop group Steps. Have they got more than 8 legs? Lizzie taking pole position to the max. How many members of Steps are there?
Pretty sure there's 5.
OK, so that would give them
10 legs.
Steps. Have they got more than 8 legs? Let's find out. £10,000 and a steal. £10,000. It brings your fund up to £26,000. Unfortunately, Naomi has got nothing to steal at the moment. She's on 0. And I have to tell you, that was the 4th correct bag of the round. There's just 1 more left to come out. So let's have a look at the next bag. Olympic beach volleyball team. More than 8 legs? Lizzie saying no. Ooh, Naomi is saying yes. This could be the last correct bag of the round. And if it is, what you need is a £50,000 bag. You need a steal.
Yeah.
OK. The Olympic beach volleyball team. Have they got more than 8 legs? Let's find out. No, they haven't. See, there's only 2 players on a beach volleyball team. So 4 legs in total. It means, Naomi, that you stay in the hole and you're frozen out of the next bag. Let's have a look at that. A prawn. It's like got more than 8 legs. Lizzie's leaving that. Naomi's frozen out and can't play. If this is the last correct bag, Lizzie, you're going through to the triple header. Does a prawn have more than 8 legs? Let's find out. £15,000. Oh, £15,000. Prawns have 5 pairs of walking legs, so 10 in total. That would have been a welcome boost to your fund, Lizzie, but no matter. You are going through to the triple header with £26,000. Bad luck, Naomi. You've not made it into the triple header today, but you will be back again next time for another chance to get picked. Let's hear it for Naomi. There's just 1 more place to fill in the triple header. So who's in the next head-to-head? Well, in pole position, it's Elvira. Elvira is a content creator and dental nurse from Reading, and she is up against Chris. Chris is a team leader from West Lothian. He's also played once before, but lost in the head-to-head after giving away £15,000. Elvira, welcome back to Moneybags.
Thank you.
You played very well last time you played, dominating Wendy in the head-to-head. Do you think you can go and do the same to Chris?
Yeah, Chris is a good contestant, so, you know, he might sneak up on me, but it's all right. I'm confident that I'm going to come through.
Chris, you didn't make it through your head-to-head. Are you going to go further this time?
I hope so. I think I just need to take a bit more risks and just, you know, give it a go.
OK, let's have the first question. Films set during World War I. You'll see the names of films. Pick up the film if it's mainly or entirely set during World War I. OK, then, let's have a look at the first bag. Warhorse. Warhorse, Elvira, but that's... Oh, Elvira's gone for it. I didn't think you were going to go for that, Elvira, but you did.
I'm kind of like second-guessing myself now. I've seen it in theatre, but now I'm kind of thinking, was it World War I or World War II?
Let's find out. £1,000 and a steal. Unfortunately, Chris, at the moment, has nothing for you to steal, but you've still got the £1,000. Much of Warhorse is set in France during World War I. A climactic scene takes place at the Second Battle of the Somme. OK, let's move on to the next bag. A Bridge Too Far. Is that set in World War I? Elvira doesn't think so. Chris, you've gone for A Bridge Too Far. Are you confident?
No.
OK, let's find out why. Is A Bridge Too Far set in World War I? Let's have a look. No, and it's a bankrupt. A wrong answer and a bankrupt. A Bridge Too Far was set during World War II. What really matters is You're frozen out of the next bag. Elvira, this one's just for you. Let's find out what it is. The English Patient. That's set during World War I. Elvira doesn't think so. Chris, you're frozen out. OK. The English Patient, was it set during World War I? Let's have a look. Oh, no! Out of Bankrupt. The English Patient was set during World War II. OK. Chris, you're back in play. Let's have a look at the next bag. Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence of Arabia, was that set in World War I? Elvira's let it go. Chris is bothered about that. Was Lawrence of Arabia set in World War I? Let's have a look. £2,000. As the title suggests, the film is set in the Arabian Peninsula during World War I. Well, it's a low-scoring round, but we know how quickly that can turn around. Find out who'll go through to the triple header right after the break. Welcome back to Moneybags, where Elvira and Chris are hoping to win themselves a place in the triple header. Chris has yet to bank any money, and Elvira has banked £1,000. Let's get straight on with the next question. Things that the singer is too sexy for. In Right Said Fred's I'm Too Sexy. Pick up anything that's listed in the lyrics of the 1991 UK top 10 single I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred as something that the singer claims to be too sexy for. Let's have a look at the first bag. I'm too sexy for your party. Is your party something that is too sexy for? Elvira, you were in pole, and Chris from the hole just snuck out and grabbed it. Chris, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lyric in the song. Otherwise, you know, not that I sing it often, but it's wrong when I do sing it.
Let's find out. £5,000 and a steal. Elvira. It means, Chris, you bank that £5,000 and you steal Elvira's £1,000, bringing you up to £6,000, Chris. He thinks that he's too sexy for your party. No way, I'm disco dancing. So, Chris, please take pole. OK, then, let's look at the next bag. My hair. Is he too sexy for his hair? Chris says no. Elvira, why are you thinking my hair?
I feel like I've heard this lyric. I don't know, I'm just gonna go with it, yeah.
Was the singer of Right Said Fred's I'm too sexy for his hair? No, he wasn't. It's a giveaway, a wrong answer and a giveaway. Unfortunately, Elvira, you've got nothing to give away. It does mean, though, that you stay in the hole and you're frozen out of the next bag. Despite being bald, he doesn't sing that. OK, let's move on to the next bag. Elvira's frozen out. My vest, just for you, Chris. Is he too sexy for his vest? Chris has gone for that. Why have you gone for that, Chris?
It was a proper last-minute decision there.
It was. You snatched it right at the end.
And then something just told me to do it, and it could be a massive mistake, but I'm in it now, so we'll see.
You're in it. Let's see if you're right. Did the singer from Right Said Fred say he's too sexy for his vest? No, it's wrong! Chris, it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
It means you have to give away your highest value bag.
Yeah.
Which is £5,000.
Yeah.
You've got to give that to Elvira. He's not too sexy for my vest, but definitely too sexy for my shirt. Remember, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy, it hurts. So it means, Elvira, you go from the hole and you go into pole. Oh, Chris, you're frozen out of this next bag as well.
Yeah.
Let's look at the next bag. This song. Is he too sexy for this song? Elvira's gone for it. Why are you thinking this song, Elvira?
I'm more confident than I was last time I picked, but I think I'm confident with this one.
Okay. Did the singer from Right Said Fred say, I'm too sexy for this song? Let's find out. £2,000. £2,000 brings your prize fund up to £7,000, Elvira. Chris, did you know that one?
I think that's like the last. I want to say that's the very last lyric in the song, so I would have went for that.
It is the last lyric in the song. You would have gone for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
We've seen 4 correct bags in this round, so there's only 1 left. All right? Let's have a look at the next bag. My dog. Too sexy for my dog. Elvira. Oh, Elvira's gone for the dog option. If this is the last correct bag, you go through to the triple header. Okay, Elvira, let's find out. No, he did not. Not too sexy for my dog, but too sexy for my cat. Remember?
that was the one.
Too sexy for my cat. Elvira, you have to move into the hole. Chris, you go to pole. Elvira, you're frozen out of the next bag. Chris, this is just for you. This could prove really important. Let's have a look at the next bag. My hat. Did he sing I'm too sexy for my hat? Chris from pole position says I'm too sexy for my hat. Now, let's face it, you're looking for a £10,000 bag or a steal to go through to the triple header. Did the singer from Right Said Fred say I'm too sexy for my hat? Let's find out. £10,000! 10. I'm too sexy for my hat. What you think about that?
Got it.
So, Chris, with that £11,000, you are the winner, and you take your place in the triple header. Bad luck, Elvira. Wasn't quite enough today, but you will be back next time for another chance to be picked. Let's hear it for Elvira. So Chris will face Wendy and Lizzie to decide who will play today's final. Let's see how they line up in the triple header. Randomly selected in pole position, it's Chris. In second position, it's Lizzie. And at the end of the line, it's Wendy. Well, Wendy, you grabbed all the cocktails in the first round. Will you grab some if you win today?
Certainly will. Think we all will.
Well, Lizzie, you conquered your panicky picking and dominated your head-to-head. Are you the player to beat here?
I hope so. Some of the questions today have been brilliant for when I'm not being up. So I'm like, oh, man, how can we not have Right Said Fred? I'm singing that in my head.
Chris, you became the world's biggest Right Said Fred fan in your head-to-head. You got through on the last bag. Did you feel lucky to be here?
Yeah, skin in my teeth kind of situation, but and I'm in pole position. I'm just hopefully going to make the most of it.
OK, same rules as before. And whoever grabs the most cash at the end of the round will play to win it all in today's final. Here's your first question. Places north of Manchester city centre. You're going to see a series of descriptions of places in the UK. Grab the money bags which show you places that are north of Manchester city centre. Let's see the first bag. The highest mountain in England. Is that north of Manchester? Chris doesn't want to play. Lizzie's leaving it. Wendy, not playing. The highest mountain in England. You all did not think it was north of Manchester. Let's have a look. Oh, it's £10,000 and a steal. Guys, the Scafell Pike, which is north of Manchester, is the highest mountain in England. That will go down my chute. Let's move on to the next bag. City where the rock band Kasabian formed. Oh, Chris has gone for that one. Looking quietly confident as well, Chris. Talk me through it. Why?
I've got a feeling they're from somewhere north of Manchester. Yeah, I don't know. I got a feeling, and I think at this point I need to try and get some money.
I knew, because I think they're from Leeds.
I should. If they are for Leeds, then I should know. But
Were Kasabian formed in a city north of Manchester city centre? Let's find out. No, Chris! And it's a bankrupt, Chris. Puts you down to 0. Kasabian are from Leicester, which is further south than Manchester. It means you've lost all your money, and to pile on the misery, it means you move to the end of the line. Lizzie, you take pole. Chris, it means you're frozen out of this next bag. Let's have a look at that next bag, shall we? Largest lake by area in the UK. Is that north of Manchester? Oh, Lizzie grabbed it and you banged it down like, I know this one. OK, what are you thinking, Lizzie?
I think that the largest lake was probably in the Lake District. Could be wrong.
Is the largest lake by area in the UK north of Manchester? Let's have a look. £50,000! It's a pleasure, Lizzie. You were wrong about where it is, though. Loch Ness is the largest lake by area, and it's in Northern Ireland. And all of Northern Ireland is north of Manchester. Lizzie, you're on £76,000 now. OK, we are halfway through the triple header. When we return, one of these players will be taking their place in the Moneybags final. It is really hot and up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Moneybags. Now, one of these players is just minutes away from playing today's final, where they'll try and take home all the money they've grabbed today. Chris, at the moment, is bankrupt. Wendy has £37,000, but out in the lead with £76,000 is Lizzie. But can she hold on to it? Let's get straight to the next question. OK, guys, we're looking for fish with a greater value of sales per year in the UK than sea bass, which is 77 million. You will see the names of different fish. Pick up the ones that had a greater value of sales in UK shops than just under £77 million that was spent on sea bass in the year to June 2020. All right. Let's have a look at the first bag. Haddock. Does that sell more than sea bass? Lizzie thinks it does. Why do you think it does, Lizzie?
I was a bit torn because sea bass is, like, so popular, but I think it might just edge it in volumes, you know? I can't believe I'm talking this much about fish.
Is it a gamble, this? Because you've got a lot to lose, Lizzie.
I know, but I
76...
don't want them to steal.
OK. Does haddock sell more than sea bass in the UK? Oh, let's have a look. £1,000. Sales of haddock blew sea bass sales out of the water with about 250 million spent on haddock. Let's have a look at the next bag. Trout. Does trout sell more than sea bass? Lizzie doesn't think so. Wendy does. Wendy, you picked it up, but you didn't look confident.
I'm not.
So why'd you pick it up?
The 70s, it were really, really popular, weren't it? So, and I don't know whether sea bass has taken over it.
Could be a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
Did trout sell more than sea bass? Let's find out. No! It's the wrong answer, and it's a bankrupt. Wendy. Trout sales were worth just over £33 million. It means you've come to the end of the line and you're frozen out of the next question. OK, so Lizzie, massive lead, £77,000. The others are both skint.
Yeah.
You are the mistress of your own destiny.
the mistress of fish at the moment.
You're like a fishmonger's wife. Okay, let's have a look at the next bag. Scampi. Did Scampi sell more than Seabass? Lizzie's left it. Chris has gone for it. Wendy was frozen out. Chris, why have you gone for Scampi?
I don't know. It's pretty popular, Scampi. You see it at loads of pubs and stuff. It's kind of pub grub kind of food. That's my logic to it.
Did Scampi sell more than Seabass? Let's have a look. No, it did not. It did not, Chris. About 65 million was spent on Scampi. So the bad news for you is that's a wrong answer. You move to the end of the line and you are frozen out. Wendy, you're back in play. OK, so let's have a look at the next bag. Chris is frozen out. Mackerel. Lizzie doesn't want mackerel. Wendy don't want to know. Chris can't even have a go. Did mackerel sell more than sea bass? Let's find out. Oh, £3,000. About £138 million worth of mackerel was sold. So it trounced sea bass. Chris, you're now back in play. Now, that is the fourth correct bag there, guys. So there's only one more to come out. But are there any wrong bags back there? Here's the next bag. Pollock. Does that sell more than sea bass? Lizzie has gone for that. Very, very brave. Lizzie.
Brave or stupid?
It could be foolhardy. I'd never call you stupid.
I'm pretty sure that, like, a lot of the frozen fish you get, where it just says white fish, pretty sure that's pollock.
OK, we've seen Wendy and Chris both go bankrupt. And this game always has a sting in its tail. Did pollock sell more than sea bass? Let's have a look. £2,000 and a steal! You were right, it was 172 million on pollock. That's almost 100 million more than sea bass. And that was the last correct bag. So, Lizzie, you're today's finalist and will now be in with a chance of winning a massive £79,000. Bad luck, Wendy and Chris, but you'll be back next time for the chance to get to the final and win some big money. So, can Lizzie take all those money bags home? Let's find out as we play Moneybags, the final. Today, £179,000 travelled down the money belt. And Lizzie, you grabbed a massive £79,000 of it. Lizzie, you were the panicky picker before, but today, you were so brave. Have you mastered Moneybags now?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm hoping that I'm as lucky in the questions in the final as I have been today. So, yeah. I've got my lucky rainbows that my friend did for me, so I'm hoping that there's gold at the end of the rainbow for me.
Oh. Everyone is behind you, Lizzie. Quite literally. Tell them what you would spend your money on.
Yeah, I want to build a pub at the bottom of my garden.
Don't we all want a pub at the bottom of our garden?
Yes!
What would you call the pub?
Moneybags.
Barmy Betty's Bar.
Barmy Betty's Bar.
Yes.
Wow. We hope you can take all the cash home with you so you can build Barmy Betty's Bar and make it a big structure, OK? Let's play Moneybags the final. OK, Lizzie, your £79,000 has been split across 4 money bags of increasing value. You now face 4 questions in order to take home the lot. For each question, you'll have a choice of 2 bags. One's correct and contains some of your money. The other is wrong and contains a bankrupt, sending you home with absolutely nothing. Grab the correct bag on question 1. It contains 10% of your money. That's £7,900. The correct bag on question 2 takes you up to £15,800. Grab the correct bag on question 3 and you'll have half your money. That's £39,500. And the final bag has the rest of your money. So grab it to win your entire £79,000. Okay, let's see the first question. Palace with over 1,000 rooms. You'll see the names of 2 palaces. Grab the palace which you think has more than 1,000 rooms. Remember, the correct bag is worth £7,900.
Okay.
Let's see the 2 bags. Palace of Versailles, Buckingham Palace. Palace of Versailles. Lizzie has gone for the Palace of Versailles. She's waved bye-bye to Buckingham Palace. You did choose the Palace of Versailles.
Yeah.
In your head, is that bigger than Buckingham Palace then?
I think now I probably would have gone for Buckingham Palace.
Oh, so you're second-guessing yourself
I
now?
am.
OK.
Oh, well.
If you're correct now with the Palace of Versailles, you'll have £7,900. If you're wrong, you will be bankrupt and you will leave with nothing. Let's have a look. Yes! Buckingham Palace only has 775 rooms.
Oh, well.
But the Palace of Versailles has 2,300 rooms.
Come on, Queen Lizzie.
I
You
know.
can do better than that.
She needs to build an extension, doesn't she?
Build a pub and then she'd have more rooms.
She needs to build herself a pub. So you've got £7,900, Lizzie. But we don't want to just give you that, do we? No, 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 no. Your second money bag is back there, ready to come out. Grab it, and it will take your total up to £15,800. Let's have a look at the next question. Standard poker hand higher than a flush. You're going to see the names of 2 poker hands. Pick up the hand that ranks higher than a flush. Remember, the correct bag will take you up to £15,800. The wrong bag will send you home with nothing. You do not have to pick up either bag. You can let both bags go past and you walk away with what you've got, £7,900. Still a lot of money. Okay. Let's see the 2 bags. Straight or full house? Straight or full house? You've gone for the straight. Don't turn around.
Oh, no.
Adam and Mike, you've got their heads in their hands.
Oh.
You didn't have to pick that.
No.
Have you got a feeling this is right or wrong?
Do you know what, right? I'll tell you what I was thinking. I'm like, well, straight's probably a bit harder to build, like, as a hand than a full house, because it has to be sequential.
Yeah.
But a full house, that's like a 2 and like 2 cards the same and 3 cards the same.
Yeah.
And like, surely there's loads more of those.
Okay. If you're correct, you'll have £15,800. If you're wrong, Lizzie, you will be bankrupt and you're going to leave the game with nothing. Does a straight beat a flush? Let's have a look. No, it's the wrong answer, Lizzie.
Yeah.
It's the wrong answer. You're bankrupt, I'm afraid. A full house, which is a pair and a 3 of a kind, is better than a flush, but worse than a 4 of a kind. I'm afraid you're bankrupt and you win nothing. I'm so sorry, Lizzie. You were so brave today. You took so many risks, but I think it was just one risk too far, wasn't it? But please, let's hear a round of applause for Lizzie. What a contestant. Sadly, Lizzie couldn't take home any money bags today. However, there's still a staggering £366,000 back there, ready to travel down the money belt. But who will grab it? They'll all be with me why don't you join us? This is Moneybags. I am so sorry, Lizzie.